everybody. Today we'll be working on the Proton Pack a little bit more, all right? If I didn't tell you, Proton Packs, for me anyway, is a slow process because I'm kind of working on it as the stuff come. Some of the parts are coming from overseas. Got stuff coming from London or the UK, I'm sorry. And even some of the stuff that's coming local, been running kind of slow, all right, with everything going on in the world. But I've got a few little items to add. I got a bunch of resistors, some of the connector pieces, got the clamp to hold the ribbon, got the ribbon. All right, got some of the wires and stuff, the fun stuff that'll be connected. You see I already got some stuff on the Proton Pack, but it's not glued in, all right? So anyway, just little detail pieces to work on that I think is fun. And I did off camera, went ahead and added some of the labels. This is actually a dry rub. It's more film accurate. These things are real hard to find. In fact, I couldn't find any. I went on eBay, went on the internet to find some dry rub stickers for the Proton Pack, couldn't find any. I actually had a few left over from the last pack that I did. Fortunately, they had some extra ones, probably because I don't know if you worked with them, especially these. Dry rubs can be real hard to work with sometimes. But anyway, let's get started adding some of these pieces together, okay? All right, we back. So we've added all the wires, the injection tubes, all the bolts and stuff that it connects to. What I did do, I drilled holes in. I did screw them all in, and just in case, I did take it to the garage and added some glue to a few of them, all right? So just a couple of them that were not necessarily loose, they ran there tight, but I can just see like some of this stuff. I can actually see it knocking into things or people wanting to play with it, maybe move it around. I just went ahead and glued it in place. But so far so good, right? Everything's weathered. The next step is there's a couple of things they call clippers. There's one that goes right here. I do have to replace this tube. This is the right size and everything. I just needed one just a little bit longer. I wanted to come out here a little bit more. It's not the worst thing in the world. But and also I do have the ribbon, got the clip for it, but there's a clamp that connects it here that I've ordered, hasn't arrived yet. So I figured I'd just go ahead and wait for that to get here so I can knock everything out at the same time, make sure everything looks nice and proper. So we're almost done. There is a little, I forgot what it's called. It's a metal bumper that goes right here. So that, and I've got some metal labels that I've ordered as well. I ordered from Mexico off of eBay. I'm hoping it gets here. I've ordered it about a week ago. It hasn't been sent yet, but really there's not a lot of options for those. I don't know if it's due to the pandemic or what, just haven't been able to get a lot of the things that I was able to get from my first pack, including it was the metal labels, aluminum, and also some of the dry rubs that I was able to get last time. Now, fortunately, I had some left over from the last Proton Pack, but again, I'm trying to outfit the whole family. I'm actually trying to make 4 of these, so 2 more of these after I'm done with this. The next challenge is going to be connecting the motherboard to this. There's screws in place. I really don't know how I'm gonna do that, so I'm gonna probably have to do some research. Like I said, I got the old one, but the old one I actually bought at least the frame I had actually got from a place called Ben Kent. Real dope company. In fact, if I wasn't doing so many of these, I actually would buy it from them. To me, it's actually worth buying from Ben Kent, because it's already smoothed out, it's already prepared. All I had to do was just paint and start adding the stuff to it. But anyway, looks good so far. I guess I should point out also that I am working on the Norino wand. I might have said that wrong, but I'm also working on the thrower. Almost done as well. So I haven't bought any of the light caps. Got a few buttons and knobs and stuff that I got to get for it. I do have a 3D printed, what's it called? The radiator. It's a heat sink actually that goes right here. I did 3D print it, but they do sell a metal one on gbfans.com. I think I'm gonna do that. The cool thing about this, again, the Ghostbusters stuff, for me, at least the first pack that I did, is some of the stuff was resin, some of the stuff is made out of plastic, but adding the metal, like this is actually a button also that I had ordered an extra one. That metal knob actually makes the whole thing look, you know, more realistic, more heavy, more convincing. So I think Steven Spielberg and Michael Bay are real good at their technique of adding real explosions with the CGI. Makes it look more realistic. So the same concept when it comes to this 3D print. The more real things that I could put on this, mix it with the plastic, it just makes the whole thing more convincing. But anyway, this is cool. Already weathered. Probably should say the weathering actually should be the last step. I'm extremely impatient. Like, this thing sitting there painted, nothing to do, waiting for parts to come in. I went ahead and started weathering it. But cool so far. And again, just like the Proton Pack, there's a clipper that goes right here. That is actually on the way, so hopefully that'll be here this week or next. The other thing about this too is the dry rubs. Again, I had dry rubs left over from the last Proton Pack. Oh, these things are hard to work with. Here, Intensify, I'm actually missing some letters, and so I just built that into the weathering. Just made it look like the letters rubbed off. So I was missing some stuff, but it actually worked out. Again, the beauty of working on something from the 80s, props. And in fact, even in the context of the movie, it's something that's supposed to look, you know, homemade. They've been working, they've been busting ghosts. So I think the weathering is perfect for a prop like this. All right, cool. Hope you like this episode. You'll see a couple of these. You'll probably see some other projects that I'm working on while we're waiting for the parts of this. So the Ghostbusters videos will be probably sporadic, but hopefully this month we'll have it knocked out, finished and loaded so you guys can see. Please, if you have any questions or comments, leave a comment below. If you're feeling this video, which I can't think of no reason you wouldn't, go ahead and subscribe, follow, like the video. Thank you for joining me. Oh, by the way, you can check out my first Proton Pack. It's not the build, but you can see a little review that my son, Braden Walker, AKA the Geek Son, check his show out at the Geek Son. There's a link up above. All right, cool. Prop Wiz out.